Hey you guys, it's Invite the Light. Gigi coming to you with another reading. There was a lot of stuff going on today, right? Just a lot of stuff. I think there's something going on in the universe or something. Oops, sorry you guys. Just bear with me 1 second as I actually get this together here. Sorry about the mess right there. I needed some order in my life, so I actually brought some shelves. And yeah. So I'm gonna actually organize some stuff. So that's why things are hanging out kind of. But anyway, I know you didn't come here for all that. So I want to talk about Drake and Kanye. So there's this, post by Snoop today that was like really laughing at Kanye saying that Kim had slept with Drake, and it was just really distasteful. Like, I'm super fucking disappointed in Snoop. I thought this was something that he had grown out of years ago. And he's like, your bitch is, basically like, oh, she's been had. And this whole thing of devaluing women, taking this sort of privileged role to try to place a level of like lack of value on a woman, and who she is to her own husband, based on something that's not even really provable, I don't think. But I guess, if that decides to come out, we shall see. But, I was just really surprised at Snoop, especially because he is married. So, that just kind of really turned me off, especially in this time of Me Too, where you could see a lot of women are trying to come forward and trying to establish being more valued by men, with their own bodies. So let's just see what's going on here. Let me bring it back 1 second to Drake. All right. So Drake had gone on LeBron James's show, that I guess is like a weekly show or something like that. That was reported today, and had gone into this story. I didn't see the whole thing, but I saw the clip, and from what I saw, he went into this whole story saying he was betrayed by Kanye and fooled by Kanye because while he was making his music with Kanye, Kanye said, you need to, talk about what's going on in your own personal life. Now, for me, it's like, well, let's see what the cards have to say. Sorry. Let me just see what the cards have to say here. I feel like Drake is he's trying to talk some stuff because he feels on the defense about the birth of his child. Get over it. Nobody cares that deeply. I feel like this mother, this woman who has this child or whatever, she's kind of like for the fame, in the spotlight kind of thing, and she is blowing anything she could blow open, wide open enough for him in order to just really get what she needs. If she does not care about him, she's like all the way, she is in France, but I mean, I just see it here in the cards as well. This family card is very interesting that comes up. So let me just see, because I don't know really what that means. It could sort of suggest, even though I don't think that she would, but it kind of sort of suggests that there may be this thing about becoming a little bit more of a family, or at least being able to maybe move her to a place where he can see the son more. And I think if she's, this is like capitalization on that. I feel like she feels like, oh my God, like literally something like Wendy Williams would say, like she hit the jackpot, like jackpot, like I could see that kind of energy in here. Like all I need to do now is just figure out how to move closer, like she's just trying to figure out ways, in my opinion, based on this. She'll probably want a house overseas, but also kind of want a house over by him as well. Feeling that her travel is paid for back and forth to the United States because I think she has some things she does over there or something too. But yeah, and I mean, like, I feel like it's just benefit. Like, okay, I see what this is. Actually, I see what it is based on these cards here. It's not so much a partnership. If she can get him to get into a relationship with her, she would. I really don't feel they like each other though. I don't feel that she likes him. I don't feel that he definitely likes her ass. Um, so her thing is about building her foundation and using this platform, aka baby, to be able to build the place that she's going to live and be able to be not bi-coastal, but back and forth from France and over to the United States, like not intercontinental, continental. All right. So, and she feels like she's in this for the long haul. She's trying to really build. It's not funny. People are disgusting. Oh my God. I'm sorry. It might be a little hard for me. I'm trying to figure out if I can do these celebrity readings because it really do bring you in with some energy that's just like, I don't need to be observing this damn dumbass energy here. Okay, so let me see what's going on here. God. I think that, Drake wants to I get this thing where Drake kind of wants to put on a bit of a facade in trying to reconcile with the mother and stuff like that. So I do feel like he may be being quite a little bit more generous than what he would normally be. I think down low he must be really embarrassed about what had happened. I don't really see that in the cards, but it's an underlying story for sure based on these cards. And there's this Ace of Swords here. I'm going to figure what that might be about a little later, or if that really necessarily applies. So I feel like, this is a big burden for him because I feel like I think he has a lot of anger toward this woman. And I think it's just really a big burden for him to even like give whatever he's giving. I think he's giving a lot more money. It's just for the sake of looking good in the eye. So let's see what's going on with Drake and Kanye, like that situation there. All right. Right now, I feel like maybe the both of them are not even speaking to each other. But I do feel like this may represent Kanye even a little bit more. Like he's totally blocked out everything. He may be. Let me see what's going on a little bit more with Kanye here. So I heard they were in Africa today, in Uganda, meeting with the president of Uganda over there. It'll be very interesting, see what Kanye is doing. Because you cannot deny the brilliant points that come out of his mouth between all the tangents and stuff like that. And you kind of feel sad because you feel like there's this person who's rational inside of all of this bullying extra energies that will take him over. And people are fucking making fun of him. Sidebar, I'm really pissed at you, Snoop, if you ever happen to just see this video somehow. Fuck you for actually making fun of Kanye, knowing that man is struggling so hard with a mental affliction. You can clearly see that, and you can see how sensitive he was. If he wasn't so sensitive, maybe it would be okay. But you are totally like sucker punching this man while he is like on one knee practically, and that is the most bitch ass move I have seen. Really, what's crazy? I mean, Saturday Night Live too, you guys kind of making fun of him and stuff like that. I mean, you guys seem to forget that he is suffering with mental affliction. So, I get it. Nothing's off limits with you guys, but I mean, come on now. You're talking about somebody being crazy and all this, but you guys are sitting there making fun of somebody who is truly struggling with mental issues. So what does that make you mentally? All right, so let's see what's going on. Let's get back to Drake. So there's this woman. This is interesting. So now, all right. So not only is he and Kanye kind of on a standoff, I get this energy from Drake that he would not confront Kanye anyway. Um, Kanye wants nothing to do with him, in my opinion, here looking at these cards, but Drake will. Drake is that dude who jumped in the ring out of Khabib's camp and punched Conor McGregor in the back of the head. Like Drake is that dude right here. You can see that. Like he will sneak up and try to sucker punch Kanye. So I mean, Kanye should really just watch his back. I'm not talking about physically. I'm talking about they're doing career warfare right now. They're trying to do brand warfare right now. So with the Queen of Cups here and the Eight of Cups, there's also this thing. The cards are still bringing forward this issue with Drake and his. I was saying about to say his wife. Oh, sorry. I don't know if I could do these celebrity readings, some of them. And this is why I tell some of you guys, like, I picked these ones very selectively. Somebody got me into doing Drake the other day. Matter of fact, Drake, that could have been you, actually, based on some of the questions you were asking and the manner in which you were asking. So anyway, this woman here, I feel like, yeah, she's trying to on the low, trying to get with something. I also feel like she's like, sitting pretty, she knows, she feels for days she is so freaking happy and feels like she is the shiat. Like, I got over, honey. I am in the queen's chair, bitch. How she kind of is. She feel like she set herself up for life, and she is just like knowing that shit. But I feel like some karma is gonna come around for this woman somehow. I don't think at some point, if she loses the money, I'm not saying that will necessarily happen, but there's something here that doesn't 100% go right for her. And I do feel in some way Drake is trying to figure out a way to kind of ditch this situation. I don't feel like on his end this real effort. I mean, he's doing it to look right, and I saw that he's doing it to look right in the mind and the eye of his brand and his fans. But there's this energy of wanting to sneak away, really. I do feel like he's thinking about his business, and he could feel like, she could be coming in to attack. She could definitely be coming in to check him and attack his brand next. So I think he should kind of like watch out. Let me see what's going on here. Oh my God. This is interesting. He may like the new relationship that he's in with whatever. She might come in and kind of like mess that up. There's a few meanings here. There's a few things here. She may come in and mess this new relationship that he has going on, even though it's not going to be whatever he's dealing with this time around. It's not so publicized. But she may come in, with all her drama. I really do believe, and she has no problem putting him on blast, like no problem whatsoever. And in the cycle, I feel like she's going to dead some relationship that he has, because there's going to be some kind of court thing, I think. And she might fight this out. I think it's really going to be something fought out in court, as opposed to, here she goes again. She really, really is like, I am the shit. Let me tell you guys, like, this woman is, and she's not playing. I think she's already ponying up like a really, really great, unbelievably great lawyer. I feel like Drake is already trying to lock up his assets, move them out, and move them around to other stuff. But I think this lawyer that she hires, God, he may even be filtering some financial stuff over to his father. I get. So let's see what's going on. And I don't know why he thinks he's going to be able to do that, because I think they're going to, they're going to trace and track this stuff. Unless he sees this video and hires somebody who's smart enough to hide it. They will know he's hiding funds, but she wants to come after. She wants to come after shit. I don't know. I can't seem to get to Kanye in this. It just seems to be talking about Drake and his baby's mother. He'll try to make an offer to her, but you know what? I don't think she's going to refuse that. There's going to be a lot of fighting. I think she wants, it's kind of weird. I think she's trying to strong arm him into marrying her or something like that. It's some weird shit. Or, yeah. I mean, because I saw before she's just trying to get him to build her house and all this. She's trying to secure her living quarters on both shores, and both in France and both on the North American continent. She's trying to do that. So she's trying to get him to do that. But there will be a lot of fighting. There will be a lot of fighting. And she is definitely going to be all up in his domestic situation. And this is something that's going to carry on with him for a really long time. I think he attract like a real fucking like parasite, and she's a little bit more than a parasite. She's very aggressive, this woman. Totally. And she is not playing. Okay. So let's just see. I don't care about Drake and his dumbass drama, really. I just want to see if he was telling the truth about Kanye, honestly. Oh, you guys are not. Well, yeah, I think I read some of these last 4 cards. Oh yeah. I did. I feel like she's kind of slowly, like really hardcore developing her plan. He better watch it too. I mean, I feel like she could be recording his stuff that he says to her in conversations to be used later on, like getting a lot of information, just trying to create something hardcore, So let's see what's going on here. Drake and Kanye. All I'm getting is Drake and his baby mama. I want to get. I don't care what people say. I really feel like obviously Kanye brings a lot of value, and I think Drake really trusted him. But there's this fickle, funny, weird thing about Drake that I think some people pick up as well, that I think is more so really Drake than Kanye. And I personally, aside from this reading, I feel like Drake was lying when he said, "Oh, I just trusted Kanye and I told him my business." Like, look, you don't have to tell them you don't tell somebody, it's common sense. You don't tell somebody a whole blow by blow of your life experience. But every producer, every musical producer is asking a little bit about what goes on in your life. Like, especially if they're you're singing songs and you're doing things like that that require bringing up emotion. They want to be able to, like an acting director, they want to be able to evoke that emotion. And this is why when people sing songs, songs really hit the emotions, because these people are training and they're utilizing, they're typically told to utilize their personal pains, their personal things that are going on in their lives in order to bring emotion into the song, so the song doesn't sound flat. And the reason why I do know this is from watching Diddy's reality show years ago. So I'm just like, Drake, I'm sorry, you're kind of fucking full of shit. You're trying to make Kanye seem like he was just eliciting business. He didn't need to do all of that in order to get your business. He could have just been like, how you doing? How's everything going? I really doubt that. So then Drake said he sent, on top of all that, and just instead of just saying like, I have a child, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with it with the public. Please keep it keep it quiet. Which he didn't, as far as what the little clip I said, but this is not fair because he could have said this later. But I didn't see an indication or hear any indication that he said, Kanye, I want to keep this quiet or don't tell anybody. And we don't even truly know if Kanye told anyway. So anyway, he not only seemingly unloads his whole life situation about the baby mother and all of this, he sends a picture of his child to Kanye. So, and I feel like, they could have posted the picture they wanted. So I mean, whatever. Anyway, I do feel like there's just a little bit of false fakeness with Drake. And, I did a reading on Drake or whatever. He has like struggling with identity, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful to him, but he's been through some things in his own right, you know. So there's that. But he is trying to be a lot of what he isn't, though he's wildly successful. Okay. He's good at manifesting, but I think some people do detect that this is a game and the conflict within him. I think this is behind cameras, behind closed doors. Again, I don't know if this is this lawyer, if he's about to be, this is Drake. From what I saw before, this woman's about to like serve papers on him or start, somewhere behind the scenes. I think what it is behind the scenes now. She's got a lawyer very soon coming up to approach him. And there could be like another baby. I saw that the other day. I don't know if with her. I really probably doubt it that it's with her, but there could be another baby out there with another woman. I saw that the other day. Or there's a couple meanings for that card. So that's like one possibility, but it felt kind of solid, but it might not become public because he might pay her off or something like that. But this woman, it seems like to me, looking at this again, these two cards coming up again, that she's gonna send a lawyer forth, and if it's not happening now, it's happening soon. If she wants certain negotiations made or whatever, I'm serious. She's trying to take care of herself. It's kind of awful, this type of person, who comes into the mold when there's really women out there who are hardworking and who just really honestly need child support and are not trying to take advantage. This is kind of fucked up. So she managed to get this lawyer really because this lawyer smells blood. He smells money. Okay. This person's formidable, and wherever he doesn't succeed, she's just going to blast him out in public, like in the media. Definitely. And I feel like she's got him kind of locked up. I feel like there's something there that he can't. So weird. Like there's something there where he's bound, where he can't really speak about her too much. There's something. I don't know what that is. I don't want to drill down into because I really don't care about this damn energy with his dumbass toxic drama. I just want to get on to Kanye and him. So let me just see what else the cards decide they want to say. Yeah, I kind of feel like there's another pregnancy out there. That's what I kind of feel like. If that is not the case, I feel like this woman and her lawyer, they are fucking spying on Drake. They are watching his money. They are counting his dollars. They are looking at his projects that are about to come forth. Like he's about to sign a deal with this major company in 6 months. So, let's roughly calculate how much that's going to be. And then let's hit, that type of deal. So let me just see if we can get back into the situation with him and Kanye. I think, Drake is going to have some like legal headaches going forward. And I definitely think he's going to have to pay some money. He is just in it with this vampire. And I can't explain that. I mean, she's a parasite and a vampire, but she's also, there's no word for her. Too tight. It's something between those two. Yeah, I feel like it's like bad news for him coming in. Woo. Yeah, it's not good. Not good. There's something there that does disable him. It could be something that Kanye comes in and says. I'm not exactly sure. There's a combination of that and this combination of legal shit he's going to be going through very shortly, in my opinion. This bitch is toxic. I know that I just got mad at Snoop for calling a woman bitches, but I'm using it as an adjective. He's using a fucking noun. Fuck him. All right, so the devil. This shit is super toxic. But he is totally, there's really important for him to try to look squeaky clean in the eyes of the media. So I feel like he's going to do that. I think he's going to pay. This is what I see. Pay. And I hate to say it like that, but that's what I see. Like, pay. Jesus. This bitch, I don't know what she has on him. The way she was sitting up there so fucking smug in the car, like she is smug as anything. She's getting my energy like, this woman. Ugh. If I don't get something on Kanye, I'm going to end this reading because the energy is so fucking toxic. And this woman is such a low life. I just can't deal with mixing my energy in with this shit. Okay. Yeah, I feel like she's counting his chips. She's counting his chips and she is strategizing and she kind of knows that she has this leverage. Her leverage is that she knows he doesn't want to be embarrassed, that he's afraid to lose his brand. Because I think also with Drake, this is the biggest form or the biggest line of energy he's been able to establish his persona in. I don't feel like Drake is really a person outside of Drake, the Drake persona. Like I said, I think he's like somebody who's really struggling for their identity. He really fits. He's managed to make himself fit in the rap world, but it's still not really him. And that's why this situation came in with this woman, why he ended up getting caught up with this woman. I mean, again, she looks at him like plenty of money, but he's a really good manifester, so he's gonna be okay. Even though he's gonna have to pay her a lot of money, and for a while, I think she's really gonna get what she wants. This is crazy. Am I getting anything on Kanye? I'm gonna ask one more time. Let's do a truth bomb for that's for Drake. This is for that woman. And then Drake and they're probably still addressing Drake in this whole situation. So the first one is self-care is a divine responsibility. That was for Drake. That's his truth bomb. This woman, her truth bomb is planned for velocity. Like, she is scheming. This is a schemer. And then inner attunement over outer attainment. This is like a big one. This is of course going to her because she's a bit of a gold digger. But this is really, really like coming out strongly for Drake between this reading and the last one, where you can really see he doesn't really know who he is. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm trying to say this in a respectful manner. He does not know who he is, and he's just trying to define himself through rap, through sleeping with a lot of women and stuff like this. And this is his best success, but he doesn't know who he is. Really, he has like an identity crisis, and like I said, I think it's similar to Tiger Woods to a certain extent. So yeah, it's a little bit difficult, I'm sure living in this world, it's tough in this world being in one race or being one sex or being same sex, preference and all this stuff, let alone like being biracial and all these things and having the trauma of the father or whatever he's gone through. And this loneliness that he kind of has. So I don't really want to beat him down in that area. We're gonna put some light toward Drake because Drake needs it. Here's to hoping that he finds his real true identity, but he's got to stop exploiting, disrespecting women in order to do it, because that shit is so tired. It really is. Okay. All right, so let's see what the outcome's gonna be with him and Kanye. Let me see if I can really will the cards. Please give me information about Drake and Kanye. Stop this baby mama stuff. I don't want to hear any more about it. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Excuse me. I do feel like that card wanted to come out. Again, this is really burdensome for Drake. And I think what's happening is, again, he's hiding his identity. And you could kind of see that in a way here, and it's beginning to get really, really cumbersome. So let's see what's going on with Kanye here. I kind of feel like, I kind of feel like this might not phase Kanye and Kim. I think Kanye and Kim have a really, really good rapport, and they just know better than this. And they spend so much time together, so much time communicating and stuff like this. I think that it's, Kim had said that's not true, the thing about Drake. So I just feel like they kind of believe this, and they're kind of like, I know what our love is. I know what this and that is. And, this shows that they're going away, but they already have. So, I think they're moving away from this. I think they're also wanting to, Kanye and Kim are kind of moving away from this tired kind of, immature kind of energy anyway. So I think they're just going to ride it. Let's see what Kanye's going to do about this. What is Kanye going to do? I mean, he did say something before, but, Oh, I just saw the strength card, so I feel like Kim is like trying to put a restraint on him. Like, don't say anything. Dude, chill. Keep your eye on the prize. He is very upset about this. Super hurt, deeply hurt, very upset. I don't think he's upset with Kim, but I think he's just upset that he feels violated in the public, both by, Snoop and Drake and probably a few other people. But Kanye's gonna come on out of this, and he's never gonna show you really, truly. I think he's gonna manage that. He's busy trying to put together a plan and all this. I think he's gonna be able to come forth with a proposal, Kanye. He also may be renewing his relationship like with Kim. Yeah, definitely. I feel like that. They may even decide to really have another child. There's some other things, there's going to be something that happens. I don't know if Kanye has some extra contracts with Drake again, but there's going to be some real explosive stuff happening. I feel like Kanye's going to end some contracts or something like that. Or whatever ends up coming out or whatever is going to be real, real explosive in the family. And somebody may be on a hard defense. So what I see right now is I just feel like it's a contract or some kind of, licensing thing or, some co-partnership thing. Maybe it's with Drake and he's just going to end it like, bam, you know what? I'm breaking this contract. And I feel like he'll already have like a bit of a legal team in place. He may have like some other quiet businesses with somebody he wants to get that out of or whatever. Or he and Kim on the low. Something a little weird is going on there. But I feel like they're on top of it. Something a little weird is going on there. Yeah. I actually turned it. This actually came out right, but I actually kind of felt a little inclined to turn it upside down. I'm going to keep it up front and read it like that and then turn it upside down. I feel like there's something somebody isn't telling somebody else about some extra companies they have or something like that. That's upside down. I feel like right side up, whatever drama's going on and some sneaky contracts or something, or maybe there may be a chance that I'm not exactly sure. So the cards are for entertainment purposes. And remember, they're only reading current energies. But there may be something that possibly, I'm not sure if this represents it, but there's some kind of secret. There is some kind of something. So I do feel like something may have happened between Kim and this dude, Drake, possibly. I didn't see that all through the cards, but it could have been like something, maybe like a kiss or just, let's see what's going on here. I don't really see all of that in here, but there's something that's hidden. There's something that somebody doesn't know, something that somebody can't see under this union between the two of them. Whatever the case, that very well may not be 100% of the case. With this new card coming up, or whatever the case, if something comes up that wasn't seen, some kind of hidden company, some kind of hidden contract that they weren't aware of, that affects them as a brand as far as financially, or something like that, that they never told, somebody never really like, wait a minute, I didn't know you own some of that. And I'm like, kind of like, yeah, but it's kind of like there's some drama involved with that anyway. Their relationship is so strong. Kim and Kanye's, I think they'll be fine. They may renew their vows. I mean, they just may, like personally decide to reconcile a lot of stuff, because they kind of were having a little bit of distancing, I think. But I think that they're, I feel like Kim is like really sticking in there. She really trusts this relationship. She feels they have a really great rapport. Behind closed doors, Kanye is one of the sweetest people. We will never know. All right. And I do think that they do get through whatever troubles they have. I don't know what's going on. I didn't really see any lying going on. Is Kanye lying? Let me just ask that. Did Kanye lie on Drake? That's what I want to know. All right. Let's see what this is. No. I feel like Drake be fucking bugging and drinking and all this stuff. And he's just so fucking all over the place, sloppy Sue with all his stuff. In fact, I think Kanye surprisingly was a stabilizing factor. With this King of Swords here, I feel like no, he didn't lie to what's his name, but I do think that, in their circles, Drake may not have realized this. Like they may have been in the studio, Drake was drinking or something, smoking, and he started talking about his problems. And multiple people heard this. So, and then I feel like when the time came, Kanye is very focused, fuck you, when he is in the studio. He's a really big fat creator. They may still kind of create something together going forward in the future. Kim may tell him, dude, don't let business get in the way of personal shit. Shit that's trying to be personal. Like, and furthermore, Drake's life is a mess. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but who is he to come forward? Oh, I slept with Kim. It's just like, get over it. Let's see what's going on. Is there something that, no, first of all, let me see. Is Drake lying? Drake. Let me see from Drake's point of view. Now I'm all into it. I should have been asking these questions like 15, 20 minutes ago. I'd have been through this reading. Yeah, it's definitely more grimy energy. There's some real straightforward energy on Kanye's side, and then there's some grimy ass energy on Drake's side. Let me see what's going on over here. I think Drake is going to be like called out. I think he's going to be embarrassed a little bit more in the press, in the media, somehow. Yeah. He might end up like running off in the end of this. This is going to span out over some months or something like that. But let me see here. Hello. Thank you for hanging out. Let's see. So the death card is here, right? Doesn't mean he's going to die. That means there is like I feel like the stuff that's happened to Drake, he's not taking full responsibility for, but the universe is involved saying, it's dude, it's time for you to get to the next level here. We love you. We want you to, and you're gonna have these lumps. I feel like he's gotten lumps from the universe um, through these last months of this, news about him and his transgressions or whatever. There's something, with this Seven of Swords. This is like the worst. This is one of the worst. This is probably like number two. Like the Devil is probably the first card that's the worst. And then this one is really bad. This is like trifling energy. This is like thief, sneaking around in the night, lying, making off with other people's stuff type deal, holding on to money, you know. Drake has some addictions though, honestly. But I feel like, yeah, he needs to watch himself. He needs to make sure he's protecting himself in these things. So, like Drake, if you're watching, you need to really fucking use protection. I'm not saying, all right, look, guys, I'm not saying run with this. These cards, they're for entertainment purposes. I'm just talking about what the cards here equate. Just saying. Okay, so it's all alleged. Okay. Yeah, I feel like, you know what, he could also be on the verge of a little bit of some kind of like mini breakdown or something, or just exhaustion or something like that, And I mean, he's just because this whole materialistic thing, this whole materialism thing, it's wear and tear, and I think that's the universe saying, okay, look, you're valuing, you're finding all these things in women, you have all these trophies, you have a lot of money, you have a lot the success, the number one track and all this and that repeatedly, and you have, a lot of money, you have women, you have this, you have that, and you dated a lot of celebrities, but you are not valuing yourself on the inside. So I think it's a really big fat lesson for him, but I think he's got some bitch assness energy though. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Bitch assness energy here. He doesn't mind sneaking around lying, like doing some rat shit. You know what I mean? So I do see lying in here. I see more honesty on Kanye's part, like severe. Like, look at this man. He's like, all right, first of all, the sword, when you hold the sword, this is somebody who is about the truth, and they're not about that bullshit. I mean, Kanye may kick whatever he may kick. He's got that mental issue and stuff like that. But when he gets in the studio here, watch him work. Okay. And it's real honest. Whatever he touches, he basically turns to gold, silver, platinum, whatever. So it's not that I'm trying to be on Kanye's side or anything like that, but I'm just saying, like, the cards are definitely more in his favor. But I do feel that what happened is that, again, Drake got drunk. And Drake's talking about his problems a lot more than what he either remembers. Drake is just fucking sloppy. He really is. I saw that in a reading the other day. He's sloppy with a lot of his shit. And that's why he's getting caught out here by these parasites and stuff. Because he's dealing with more than one woman. I think there's another woman who's actually pregnant and all this. And Drake is, hopefully he'll get his shit together. I'm going to close that. I'm going to do one more reading, and then I'm going to bed. Okay, guys. Thank you. Bye. Thanks for watching.